I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school.
So the thing that I noticed today, we are going to be shooting with the 135 and comparing it with the 200. You know, if you shoot prime, then you got the 135, and the next level up in terms of primes, you got the 200. You got some zooms in there as well, but if you prime, you're gonna go 135, 200, you know, 105, and those gonna kind of be the monsters. But the biggest thing is the working distance, and I'm going to show you that here today so you can determine for yourself, is the 200 worth it, or would you rather go with the 135? Right here we got the Sony, and this is a Sony A7SIII, so we got 12 megapixels that we are going to make absolutely amazing, and then we got the Viltrox 135. So here we go. And yeah, perfect. 1, 2. So this is a pretty nice distance to still get full body shots, but it's not as bad as like the 200, I would say. The 200, you definitely need a lot more working room to get those shots. But right here, you get a little bit of grace. Boom. And I'm just gonna come up a little bit and get some. 1, 2. Perfect. For those of you who don't know, this is the 200, so we're going to switch with the 200. That's why we use the 135 first, to kind of show you the working distance that we're using with this. So this is the 200 f2, and some of you know, some of you don't know, but I mainly use Nikon for my shoot. So this is a new flash trigger, and so I had to adjust it to legacy mode, which I just did kind of on the spot because I don't have an ND filter for this particular lens, so I have to use high-speed sync in order to get the shot. My shutter speed was topping out at 250, which is not going to work right here because it's absolutely bright. So now we got that locked in. We're gonna get some shots. We're gonna have her the same distance, however I will not be the same distance. And we're gonna kind of get like those 3/4 shots and full body, and you'll see like in comparison the distance versus the 135 versus the 200. All right, so I'm gonna get this light right first. All right, I think about right there is good, and then now I'm gonna turn this flash on. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna look and see what this looks like. Okay, that's right on the money. So we're gonna get those shots. 1, 2. 1, 2. Perfect. Boom. And what I want you to do is, when you kind of got that one stance, I want you to maybe give me like 3, like kind of towards the light, kind of to me, and then slightly away. That way, you know, that one, we get kind of multiple, boom, boom, boom. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, and boom. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. Now I'm going to go for the full body. Okay. And this is where it gets interesting, because I can actually get full body right here, right? But if I gotta take into consideration the crop factor of me trying to put it on Instagram or whatever the case may be, you need some working room around the actual full body for the crop. So what would actually be good for me is this right here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Alright, and I'm just going to get a couple more. 1, 2. Boom. Okay. Alright. So, here we go. The working distance is crazy. 1, 2. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna bring this down. 1, 2. Boom. Perfect. And I could come in even closer. So back up a little bit. So what I'm basically trying to do is hide you from the sun, essentially. So if you come in, yeah, and then come down and see like where your face fall at. I think, what if you come like right here on the edge. Yeah. Okay, now the situation is I would not be able to do this with the 200 and still be able to get this shot. 1, 2. All right, perfect. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see. And I'm gonna take 2 more. Okay. One, 2. One, 2. All right, and now I'm gonna get a little bit more of a angle on you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 2. So I'm thinking my exposure should be pretty much the same, changing this spot, so I shouldn't have to adjust too much with the 135. The only thing that I need to adjust is how far I am away. Cause man, just with the distance with this, it would be like, yeah. When you want that versatility, you ain't got too much you can do with this. I'm already kinda in the bushes with the 135 now. So let's see, if I want her full body right here, so I'm gonna go full body. I still need to back up a little bit. All right, 1, 2. In this particular situation, there's like a car in the background of her, but if I kind of change my composition, then you can barely see it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna check that. Perfect. That looks good. I'm gonna come it down and I'm gonna get kind of like a head-on type situation. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm gonna come out just a little bit. 1, 2, perfect. And now let's walk a mile, because we gotta be pretty far with this lens, all right? So let's see. All right, right here is actually, I can get full body. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm gonna check this. Boom. Oh, this fire right here. This fire right here. 1, 2. Boom. Yeah, I like that. 1, 2. What I want you to do, instead of leaning like that, you want to create some separation between your body instead of everything kind of looking bulky. Yeah. So there you go. 1, 2. Perfect. Perfect. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Boom. There we go. And
those are nice, yeah.
so you got something to choose from.
We got a money shot in there.
We got money. We got something. We got something. So you all can see from the demonstration 135 versus the 200, and you give me your thoughts. Is it worth it? Is it worth the price? It's not really heavy, to be honest, but it is a lot to deal with when you need to compose that shot, I will say. So T to the M to the IDD, and we